Oh, no way. All right, so ATM jackpotting. If you don't know what that is, you get to an ATM, you run some malware onto the machine, you get access to the computer that is running the software of the teller machine, and you just make it spew everything that it has. That's why it's called jackpotting, because it effectively just empty itself. And so there was a case, charges 54. That's a pretty big operation right there. The US Department of Justice this week announced the indictment of 54 individuals in connection with a multi-million dollar ATM jackpotting scheme. That is impressive. The large scale conspiracy involved deploying malware named Plutus to hack into automated teller machines across the US and force them to dispense cash. The indicted members are alleged to be part of the Tren de Aragua, Spanish for the Train of Aragua, a Venezuelan gang designated a foreign terrorist organization by the U.S. State Department. In July 2025, the U.S. government announced sanctions against the group's head and five other key members for their involvement in a lot of bad stuff. The Justice Department said an indictment returned on December 9th has charged a group of 22 people for supposedly committing bank fraud, burglary, and money laundering. Prosecutors also allege that TDA has leveraged jackpotting schemes to siphon millions of dollars in the US and transferred the ill gotten proceeds among its members and associates. Another 32 individuals has been charged in a second related indictment returned on October 21st, accusing them of one count of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, one count of conspiracy to commit bank burglary and computer fraud, 18 counts of bank fraud, 18 counts of bank burglary, and 18 counts of damage to computers. Oh, wow. If convicted, the defendants could face a maximum penalty of anywhere between 20 and 335 years in prison. That is a long ass time. Oh my god. I don't know if you've seen those videos where you see judges giving out sentences and they're like this long, like let's say 1,000 years, and they say, um, so you have your first sentence that you're gonna do while you're alive, and then as soon as you die, your next sentence is gonna start for like 2,000 years. Can you imagine if that shit is true? If you die and then you have to go to like dead people jail? I don't know. Is that purgatory? Would they put you in jail before you go to hell? It's pretty weird. It's a long ass time, man. You're gonna die in prison. These defendants employed methodical surveillance and burglary techniques to install malware into ATM machines and then steal and launder money from the machines, in part to fund terrorism and the other far reaching criminal activities of TDA. Yeah, as we saw, they're involved in a whole bunch of shit. So, yeah, jackpotting mainly. Oh, Plotus was first detected in Mexico in 2013. In a 2013 report, Symantec, they're pretty cool. They put out a lot of pretty good information. I think they're the ones that have a video on YouTube about a very specific virus that was deployed a while ago. We should check it out. And they tell how a weakness in Windows XP based ATMs could be exploited to allow cyber criminals to withdraw cash simply by sending an SMS to the compromised ATMs. So the SMS is most likely just the like go ahead command. The heavy lifting was done by the malware. Um, and they would probably use the SMS just to have the jackpot attack start when they're by the ATM machine. And they tell its ability to control debugged ATMs and run on various Windows versions. Once deployed to an ATM, it makes it possible for Money Mule to obtain thousands of dollars in minutes. It explained at the time a money mule must have a master key to open the top portion of the ATM or be able to pick it, a physical keyboard to connect to the machine, and an activation code provided by the boss in charge of the operation in order to dispense money from the ATM. So the person picking up the money is not the person that has access to do the jackpotting attack. That's crazy. That's why it's a big ass operations. That's why you get mules with fucking 54 people indicted. That's crazy. According to the agency, a total of 1,500 jackpotting incidents have been recorded in the US since 2021, with about 40.73 million lost. That is insane. Man, you must feel like a pretty cool hacker when you just get close to the ATM and you just start vomiting money until it's empty.